This little light in me, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm still shining. Yes, oh Lord, I'm still shining. So why they follow fashion? I'm out and leading the way, pointing to the one they call the Messiah. He's on his way.
I'm on the road now, they're trying to stop, man. I'm on the side of the Lord, he's got, man.
I close my eyes and it's just me and him. I be lost up in the spirit, I start seeing things.
In control, in control.
Love and passion, I can't imagine why you are mindful of me. Love's an action, joy is.
Hello everyone, this is the 4th episode of Cup of Tea. Can you see how happy I am? Can you actually see it? I don't think you can.
I can see it anyways.
Today on the show, I'm smiling because of you. Today on the show we have Luke, aka Still Shady, on the show today. Thank you for being here, man. How are you?
Amazing, man.
Listen, let me not stop it there, alright? Still Shady. Man of many talents.
Yes,
many talents, a poet, an artist, a rapper. You can't put you in a box. It's literally impossible.
That's the plan.
Like lyrical mastermind. Honestly, and not sound cheesy or anything, but you're a role model of mine. And when you said that you'd come on the show, genuinely, it just filled me with joy, happiness.
Yeah, I had to, man. I saw the tea set up.
Had the tea set up, everything was here for you, man. I started setting up from last night.
Yeah,
so thank you for coming on, man. How you feeling?
I'm easy, man. It's a busy season, you know.
Yeah.
It's one thing to the next. Tunnel vision. You know, I'm in project mode, nearly out of it. And yeah, man, the work it's always gonna go on. I think I'm in a space now where I don't think it's ever gonna stop.
Yeah.
Like there's always
Ongoing.
progression, you know, and being cool with it, like knowing that however this journey is gonna change and upgrade and shift and transpire, like it is where it is. I think as a young creative, you kind of have your schedule, you have your ambition, you have your target, and you think it's gonna just be like that. You know how to get there. And to some long it is, and then to another space it really does come. It comes with the journey. It comes with the field. Things change. You know?
Things do change. So obviously you have a lot of fans in itself. You have people that support you, know your music. Obviously, I'm a massive supporter of yours, and genuinely speaking from the heart. But there are probably some people that obviously don't know who you are, and they're thinking, what is this about? So for the people that don't know who you are, how would you describe yourself and what you do? Because I don't want to do that for you. I feel like my language would be too limited. How would you describe it yourself?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a music artist, but I'm also a creative entrepreneur. So I'm a creative. I make predominantly through the art of music, but everything from film and directing as well, man. But so Still Shady's the music name. Wherever there's shade, there's a light shine bright. I don't know if the lens is gonna capture it.
Capture it. It's capturing everything. Two camera setup.
Yeah, so man, I just go out trying to create a positive message through the creative arts of just really seeing how, or showing how, even in the dark places, even in the unfortunate places, light can shine, hope can cut, hope is present, and your current position in life isn't the defining factor, you know what I mean? So man, I just feel that message needs to come into a dark space, which we're in, man. It's a very dark world today, and they need this light, they need that space, and they need it in excellence. So I'm really passionate about just glamorizing and showing a beautiful message, which is usually promoted as cringe and not interested. Like no one really wants to hear the truth, the gospel. You know, I'm a Christian, and I feel that's important to like shine that through everything I do. So man, packaging it in a way that people can really enjoy and take things from it is a big heart of mine still.
Just before we get onto your faith, your Christianity, everything, I've got a quote here from one of your songs, Rhetorical Questions. I just want to take us back just for a couple of minutes, just to that dark side. My little brother ain't a gangster. Is that it?
My little brother ain't a gangster.
What is it? My little brother ain't a gangster. That's frightening that he could still get caught up
in the passer. Don't try and incite him then you know
that could bring back the old Shady. Don't revive him.
Yeah. That's
obviously you're alluding to a sort of darker time in your life there with that quote in rhetorical questions. Can you talk very briefly about that time, because the topic of today, because I feel like you are a motivational talker, and you have been through a dark stage in your life involved with gang activity and stuff like that, which you've been quite open about in your music. So I'd love to sort of get the viewers a bit more informed and clued up on that and how you've changed your life around, obviously, because there's so much knife crime, gang activity going on today. Every time you open the newspaper, another tragedy. So could you talk a little bit about that in your time in your life, so we can get a bit of context?
Firstly, even that line, bro, I can't lie. Since you said that line, I just always am reminded about every lyric that I drop. You know, it pulls me in. It's a part of my life. You know, very transparent in my lyrics. So even when I'm thinking about that line, the nature of where it came from is so important, man. My little brother ain't a gangster, but it's frightening that he can still get caught up in a passer, try and sight him. As soon as I remember, you know, a few years back, my little brother coming home late, coming from a party, and he's just said, someone's tried to put a knife to my neck. And, you know, I'm very passionate about being open to my younger siblings, my little brother, my little sister, about kind of the lifestyle I lived. Because I think one of the important factors that youth of today need is education and awareness that these things happen. You know, so my little brother, thank God, he ain't lived and he hasn't experienced some of the unfortunate challenges I faced, just purely because of how he's seen how it's impacted me, you know. So that pains me, bro, that even someone like him, young, educated, plays football, can still get caught up in a place at the wrong time and be in such a incriminating situation like that. And it's the norm. That's not a big deal in today's society.
It's almost expected.
It should be normal. But trying to sensitize again to these kind of situations, I see the worst in that, you know, because it's unfortunate. But yeah, man, I feel I expressed that rage of rhetorical questions, both on just this whole epidemic that we're facing today in society, that young people of of different cultures, of different backgrounds, can still get caught up in this very animalistic and inhumane lifestyle that was created many of years ago just by the glamorized of violence in the social media, the movies. Bro, it runs deep, you know.
Music
people think it just comes in today's, bro. This has been running deep. I remember watching Al Capone, you know, and watching, and just listening to 50 Cent, and just all of the other propaganda around me that just stained my mind to think this was cool. You get me? So, yeah, man, it's everywhere, man. And, you know, back in my day.
You're not that old, man.
I'm 23. Like one of them OGs. Like, I'm 23, but obviously, you know, life, and we'll get to it, but life like significantly changed when I was 20, you know. So, yeah, but even before that, when I was running wild, I chased that lifestyle. I chased violence. I moved with a weapon for the justified reasons that, you know, I
was it for protection, or just so we can get a context of what's going through these people's minds? What did you feel like it was for, the need to carry a knife?
The first time I started carrying a knife was the first time that I got stabbed. So I've been stabbed 5 times, 3 different occasions. What? I thought you knew this.
I didn't know that.
Actually, it's somewhere in one of the.
I've only known the light, man.
It was very dark. So stabbed 5 times, 3 different occasions. The first time I got stabbed, funny enough, was banter. It was a joke. It wasn't something serious. I talk about this as well because it's very important. Imagine a 16-year-old being with his friends, so-called friends, on an estate, messing about. Your friend has a knife, and he feels it's funny to challenge you, and being stabbed. It was a joke, but it was a severe wound, you know, in my right arm. And from that moment, I remember being angry. Police came, cut the story short. I had to just calm it all down, and then, you know, the girls patched me up, didn't even go to hospital, we moved on. But already from that moment, I've already been imprinted. My first interaction with a knife is something so something so inferior. It wasn't a big deal. You know, I've already been desensitized to think, why has my brethren got a knife in the first place? You know, I've already thought it's normal. I've already thought it's funny.
If he's got one, I can have
If
one.
I've been like, it's just a joke. Something so silly like that already sends sows a seed in the mind to think,
subconscious,
you know, it's normal, you know. If my kid turns around and tells me that same situation happened today, by the grace of God, I'm gonna make sure that he knows that is not normal. Man rolling around with something we use to cut carrots, can now be used to just draw blood. It's not normal, but it's so normalized in today's society. So man,
and with music videos and stuff where it's glamorized,
it's like everywhere, man. It's everywhere. There's not just one problem, but man.
Obviously, we saw you on. Sorry to cut you off. What are you gonna say? No, I don't want to.
So even in the other two situations, which were more severe, like. It wasn't long later till I thought that the only way to protect myself was to roll with one myself, you know. And then through the midst of other challenges that young people face, you know.
So was the other two actually an attack on you then?
Yeah, it was actually an attack, 100%. And after the second occasion, which was when I was stabbed 3 times, making it 4 now, it was then that I knew that, cool, if I'm gonna be in this environment, the only way I'm gonna feel that I can defend myself is unfortunately through by rolling with my own and retaliating, which I unfortunately did. You know, so man, it runs deep, but it's all through traumatic experiences of just not rationalizing and not dealing with them correctly. You know, so man, that's what I was really. So it's
not easy. That is a rough time, obviously, whether I didn't know that myself. But obviously we see you turned your life around quite a bit, and we're just going to get onto that. But we also saw you very clued up on all of this. We saw you on BBC, on the it was a documentary style show on
Stabbed, funny enough.
And we saw you talk on there, and also This Morning News. So it's lovely that you're spreading the news about it. And also was working with grime artist Big Nasty as well. You did some charity work with him.
Ever so more. This year has been very interesting. So I'm transparent through my story. You know, I don't feel like the Bible says what happens in the darkness we should bring to the light. No one goes through their pain just to bury it somewhere deep in the closet. You shine, you tell, you share your testimony, whatever it is. You know. So I do it not deliberately, but I'm real in my music. I love real music, so even in mine I just shine it, you know. So that through being transparent, it opens up opportunities to go share in not only just big stages but prisons and schools. So man, I was at I think it was Pentonville prison a few months back, and Big Nasty was there as well, just sharing some of his inspiring story as well. So man, it's important.
How was he as a person? For his fans out there that wanna.
He's exactly who you see on the TV, man. Like,
he's transparent.
He's hilarious.
That's
man.
lovely. That's lovely.
Man.
All right. So obviously, you've mentioned your faith, and obviously your faith is a massive.
No doubt.
My faith as well, a massive part of your music as well. So can you tell people a little bit about how you got out of that dark place and you came, like as your shirt says, the light? How you came to the light? For a little bit to talk about that, how that changeover happened. I believe it happens to everyone eventually in their life if they're blessed enough to come to this revelation, which is a void comes in your heart that nothing else can fill. You know, I used to think the material things and the money, car, fame, respect was enough to satisfy this wanting in life, and for a long time it was. But this void came to me when I was 20 after losing 2 of my friends in 2 different ways. One of them was murdered, one of them went to prison for a long time, and it evoked a question which was, what is the meaning of life, and if there is a meaning, what is mine? And man, it was a very frustrating season of my life. You know, I fell heavily into depression, not knowing what I was doing, who I am, and for someone that's so confident and foresighted as me, I always feel I have to answer. So, I'm sure millionaires and successful and influencing people, they
they think they have the answer, but when you get that void and none of the things in front of you can answer, it's very scary, it's very dark. So in the midst of that, I found a light in something I had nostalgia with. I was brought up in a church background, and I remember just visiting the church for a long time and just, you know, just feeling that fullness again. And and I never had a relationship with God before. So even being a Christian by title, it failed to bring me to this full revelation, this full experience of being fully immersed in this love, hope, and promise that everything will be okay, even if right now it doesn't look okay. So man, through the midst of that, I found my purpose, I found hope, I found forgiveness. I like those things there drive me forward, you know, because purpose, I feel like, is the main key that drives someone. If you don't know what you're doing, the money you can't find your purpose in, the fame, the love, the respect, you won't find it in. It's literally knowing that you're doing your God-given purpose in life. That's what's gonna drive you to get up in the morning, bro. Trust me.
Honestly, made me feel a bit emotional. Just talking about depression, something that I've been dealing with myself, and for you to get yourself out of that place and just be who you are now is honestly just incredible. And that's me speaking from the heart.
My bro.
Do you feel like that talent? Obviously, you have a God-given talent, and you feel like and you have your own purpose, your individualistic purpose. Yeah. Do you feel like that talent that you do have, was that something? Do you feel you were born with that talent? Was that always there? Yeah. Or was it something that came all of a sudden? Is it something that you nurtured, or
your talent's always there? It might have not manifested, but it was in seed form. You know, there's a parable of the men with the talents, you know, in the Bible, and it talks about how we have this gift, but do we put it to work? You know what I mean? Yeah. So funny enough, God is, you know, he says he gives gifts without repentance. So like even the worst people in the world, they might have, you know, bruv, I used to have this bar. You know what? I don't know where he is now, but you remember Coney, the terrorist, Coney, the child, he used to, in Africa, I forgot. Yeah, his name's Coney, but
it rings a bell. The name rings a bell.
He was the one that was taking lots of children soldiers, and like just abducting them from these villages and just doing some crazy dark terrorist acts. You think of Adolf Hitler, you think of these crazy autocrats that have this powerful leadership role. Yeah. You know, God didn't make them to be like that. In our free will, in the twisted dark world we're in, you can take these gifts and formulate it into whatever you want into what you want. And God is so sovereign and real, he's not going to be like, even when we say no, I would have taken that away from him. But then you realise we're all like that. Maybe not in that extreme, but we're all using our gifts. Like, I used to always have the gift of the gab. I always loved talking, bro.
As we can see.
I had the pattern. I used to flex with it, even when I was on the roads. Like how I used to hustle, how I used to build.
And you still have your music from that time as well, put up online, don't you?
It's still there as well for the people to see.
Your transition.
Yeah, I feel that's important. So, man, I have the gift, but you know, like what a gift is, someone gives it to you, you do whatever you want with it. You can sell it, you can use it. You know, that's what a gift is. It's not a trade. It's not a trade.
It's not like, here, this is what you're going to do with it. What are you going to do with it?
Exactly.
So, that element of free will.
Exactly. And there's so many gifts that people have that we're just either putting it to the side and not using it at all, or unfortunately using it for some unfortunate and wicked things. So even if it's like, you know, man, I used to talk with women and how I used to like use my mouth to manipulate and get myself out of trouble and into trouble. It was crazy.
Both ways.
Yeah, you know. So but now that I recognize this as a gift, that gives me power, because understanding, wisdom can give you confidence to go forward in things. You know when you can go on stage because you know you're a confident person. You know you can speak. It's a weapon. It's your partnership. You know, and like you know, it makes you aware. You start understanding yourself. It was a beautiful journey, me being
Yeah.
with God, you know,
Yeah.
started showing me things about myself.
Yeah.
And some of my gifts, some of my strengths, and some of my weaknesses, some of my the things I need to improve on, you know. Very reflective, you know. And yeah, man. So I always had it.
Massive,
you know, I just didn't know what to use it. And I talk about that in my raps as well. You know?
And it's lovely to know that you're now using it for good and
Yeah,
to preach
man.
the word
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to inspire people, motivate people.
That's the
It's-
plan. That's the
honestly,
plan.
and I just want to say to the viewers that this is a great, just a little bit off topic, but this is you guys need to keep good people around you, positive people,
100.
people like this, because honestly, it's really strange, but there's such a nice aroma of energy and vibes in the atmosphere, and
Praise
I can
God.
feel it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
presence,
yeah.
like it just feels
Where
amazing.
2 or 3 gather, man.
You know, I'm telling you now.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
we're pressed for time because you got to go perform and do your thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just on the last segment. How can we not talk about this? Your music.
Yeah.
All right. This is what really I want to let the people know about, because the people that don't know you, now you're gonna get to know.
Join the team.
So quickly, can I just ask you regarding your music? What message do you want to send with your music? How do you want it to be received? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so anytime I do a press interview, I'm an entertainer. But within entertainment, I must inspire and educate. So on the surface, I'm going to be the person that's going to lift the crowd. I'm going to be the person to engage. I'm going to be the person to bring joy into the room. I'm entertainment. That's my job.
Yeah.
But I think true entertainment, which sometimes gets dwelled, like numbed down in today's culture, is within it.
Yeah.
You must take something. You got to learn something.
All the time.
You got to feel something
All the time.
more than a moment. So through that recipe, yeah, man, I break out of a box where I think it's just making people jump up and down, but I want their mind to jump up and down as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, predominantly through music,
Yeah.
but then through all the surfaces of creative arts, just picked up the piano last year.
Oh,
So that's been
learning
amazing.
process,
Yeah, that's been great, and just songwriting as well. And yeah, man, we set up an independent label at the start of the year as well, KB Records, where it's more than me, it's more than my business partner, he's the producer, but actually a whole hub of creators where we can come together and champion this positive message, and do it, make it sexy, make it good, make it powerful.
Yeah.
So I feel that's important as well. So yeah, man, that's an important thing.
Massively important, and that's such an achievement to have your own record label and something that's always going to be under your belt and something you represent and can preach everywhere.
Baby steps,
it's
man.
amazing. So everything changed.
Jeez.
Woo! If you don't know the song, you probably honestly, it's on Grime Daily. You'll know it. Type his name, Still Shady. Still everything changed. An absolute banger of a song. Got it on in the radio. Got it on my car in the radio every day.
Much love.
It's a fantastic song. Such a head bop. But obviously you have the big songs, you have the lovely songs. What I want to talk about quickly with you is the songs that may have slid under the radar a little bit. I don't know. But most recent song that I listened to of yours, it was the other day. I listened to Modern Day Psalms 1, and it got me thinking. And the second song I'm going to mention, there's two things in common here. So firstly, with Modern Day Psalms 1, I love the video, I love the concept, and I love the lyrics.
Yeah.
And also Sold My Soul, which features yours truly. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying there? Both really, really, really good songs. Modern Day Psalms 1 and Sold My Soul. Great concepts in the videos.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about those? Because I feel like that's something that, for me, I feel like more people need to hear about these songs and see the music videos and the message behind them.
Just about the songs?
About the songs and the creative process of the music video.
Yeah. Well, Modern Day Psalms is an ongoing segment that I'm going to be rolling with. There's currently 2 out. So Modern Day Psalms 1 and 2. A few more, maybe hopefully 3 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But that's a raw, organic Shady, which a lot of the old people that miss. Where I just pen out, just be me and just really express my thoughts, kind of like a diary entry, spoken word, a song, So those are ongoing in that. So it's just me in front of a camera, and obviously I think 2 attracted more attention, purely on the fact of. As I was expressing my thoughts and my mindset, it was more aimed internal. It was very me venting about myself and my journey. And me, honestly, I feel like music, people love to look into other people's life and find similarities from a distance, whereas someone right in front of you talking at you may be quite intimidating. And I think that's kind of what one engaged with. I was really preaching about some things that I see in this world and like which I'm fed up with, like knife crime, like social justice and identity. Like those are serious topics, important ones.
Massive,
but like talking at it in front of some people, they're like, oh yeah,
this is too much, man. I'm just trying to get on my day.
They're not gonna play it every day and be like, Shady, talk at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's sometimes perhaps why it may have gone under the radar. But I just love the journey on one of these songs. Yeah,
massive.
Yeah.
So when you do your music videos, what's your creative process of? Because what I've realized about your videos, Sold My Soul, Everything Changed.
Look Inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look Inside. We'll get onto that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look Inside, which is a recent one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is your process of creating a meaning behind these music videos?
It's two parts.
Is it something that comes naturally?
It's two parts, really, because it's an exciting question. Sorry, literally either when I'm penning down and I'm in songwriting mode, I already see a video.
Yeah.
So as I'm writing, it's like I'm narrating this future thing.
Yeah.
So I can see and it excites me almost of. Oh, it's like kind of my confirmation. Like I believe that's the spirit saying like, this is how it's gonna be. Like this is you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes afterwards. So I really want to create a visual aspect of my message. I think audio is beautiful, but then having a visual side to just engage them more is important.
Massively.
So yeah, man, Look Inside, I had the vision, but I remember after the studio, I just sit down, meditate, and I just talk to the spirit.
Just let it
I'm
go,
just like, what do I see? What am I feeling? And it's an interesting process, man.
Massive.
Just really just get carried behind it.
My favourite song of yours, Things Change.
Yeah.
Absolute heart warmer, honestly.
Thank you.
Massive song, and it inspires me all the time. Love the music video as well.
Yeah.
I know we're pressed for time, so we are going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I am going to ask you to do one thing, but that we'll do that quickly. But one last question.
Yeah.
Apologies, camera cut out. So you know what? It doesn't matter. I feel like the people need to hear what you have to say. If it's long, it's long. It is what it is. I was just in the middle of asking you one final question. That final question is, Shady, you're on a desert island. Okay? You're on a desert island and you're walking along, right? And then you're walking along, thinking, how am I going to get out of here? And you stumble across a lamp. Okay? Aladdin style, you pick the lamp up, you rub it, a genie appears. Alright, Genie's name is Simon. He has a name, he's written on his
Big up Simon.
chest. Big up Simon. And he says, you know what, Shady, I'm in a bad mood today, unfortunately. You got me in a bad day. So I'm going to do one thing. You're not going to like it, but I'm going to take your voice away. Your greatest asset. I'm going to take it away from you. You can't have it back ever again. But I will grant you one wish. And that is, you can say one last thing. And whatever you say is going to echo across the entire world, the entire planet. It's going to be translated into every language out there. Everyone's going to hear it. It's going to be a message to everyone. Right now, whatever you say. Shady, what do you say to the entire world?
Boy, Simon. First of all, you're a bad guy. You're a bad guy.
Yeah.
So
he is bad.
You got to think about this. Yeah. And maybe when you hear what I'm about to say, maybe you would then think, nah, this guy needs to say a bit more. You know. But I've done a lot. I've seen a lot. I thought I could find a fulfillment, a love, a joy in this world and everything I could see. And then that never fully satisfied this longing in my heart. Not the money. I saw stupid money. Tell them how much I saw, you know. But until I set my eyes on an unseen thing, until I set my eyes on something that this world could never give me, which is a joy that is to come in this next life. And the only way I'm going to even find that fulfillment is to pour out and make sure everything I do represent and show in this one is going to set me on track to get to that life, then I can find that peace. So you're not going to ever find it, tell them, you're never going to find it in the cars, the money, the fame. You're never going to find it in the drugs, the alcohol. You're never going to find it in your friends, your family. Those people are only going to give you moments, you know. But when you set your eyes on an unseen thing, when you set your eyes on this love, when you set your eyes on this joy, when you set your eyes on this hope and peace, which only comes with G-O-D, then you can only find yourself to be set apart. That means holy. So tell them chase holiness. Tell them chase holiness.
Oh,
tell them chase holiness. Wow. Bang! My voice gone.
Bro! Oh, you know what? You can't have a better finish than that. This is Still Shady. Look inside his new single. You gotta check it out.
He has a plan for me. God has a plan for me. Yeah, he has a plan for me. God has a plan for me. So God made me patient. Yeah, you got a plan for me. Yeah, you got a plan for me. So God made me patient. Yeah, has a plan for me. God has a plan for me.